This is just standing. Okay.
Break the silent culture adult conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Of course, you already know that when it comes to adult conversation, you are not alone, and we're here to break the culture of silence. Good evening. Welcome to another life changing episode of Adult Conversations on Your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. How are you doing today? How was work at your side? I hope it was great, it was fun, and whatever happened, whatever might have happened today, just take time to rest and reflect, and also remember that you're doing fine and God is with you. Welcome to Adult Conversation. This is where we share real life issues and matters relating to the heart. An adult conversation, you get to give advice by contributing to the subject matter without judging. And don't forget that this happens every Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., because we are here to break the culture of silence. Thank you so much, every single person who called in yesterday to give their advice. We're really grateful for the advice that you need. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. What story do I have for you this evening? The story says my name is Ada. I am 30 years old, a fashion designer in Lagos. I have been dating a man for a year now and he has been amazing. But I just found out that he has a child from a previous relationship that he never told me about. He says he was scared I would leave him. I wonder what else he's hiding from me. How do I love this child like my own? How do I move forward in my relationship after this? Please advise me. Remember that Ada is listening to the show right now, so please do also share your thoughts without condemning, judging, or using abusive languages. That's the story this evening. My name is Vinfunwa Kiremi. So Ada is a 30-year-old lady. She's a fashion designer who stays in Lagos, and she's been with this lovely man, amazing man. He is such a wonderful person, and they've been together, for a year now. And she says that he has been good to her, really kind, amazing, and everything. But he never told her that he has a child. He didn't tell Ada that he had a child throughout the 1 year that they've been together for, and she recently just found out, and she's not happy about that, because what else do I know that you're hiding from me? But Ada doesn't even have a problem. She's okay with him having children, with him having a child. She doesn't have a problem with it. The only problem is that she didn't like the fact that he did not tell her about it. But now what she's worried about is the fact that she wants to know, how would she love this child like her own, knowing fully well that she's not the one that gave birth to this child, and it might not feel the same way, knowing that this is your biological child, and knowing that this is an adopted child. It might not feel the same way. And she's asking, how do you think I can love this child like my own? They're not married yet. They're planning to get married soon. But she wants to love this child. She wants to take care of this child as if it's her own child. And she's asking, how do you think I can love this child that is not mine like my own? And moving forward in my relationship, knowing that he kept something like this from me, I don't know if I can trust him 100%, because I don't even know what else is hiding from me. And she's asking, how do you think I can move forward in my relationship? And how do you think that I can like this child? I can love this child like my home. What is the things I need to do to love this child like my own. The number to call to advise Ada, give Ada your advice is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 09155 917 917. You can also send me a WhatsApp message on 08154 917 917 to give advice this evening to Ada, a 30-year-old fashion designer in Lagos who has been dating a man for a year now. And she says that she recently found out that he has a child from his previous relationship, as with his ex. He has a child with his ex, and he never told her that he had a child before now. The man is 35, by the way, so he never told her that he had a child anywhere. And she recently just found out, and she says that this guy is a great person. She loves him so much. He's kind to her. He's good to her, but she didn't like the fact that he didn't mention. But she doesn't even have a problem with that. All she wants to know is, how do you think she can love this child like her home? You know, somebody, a child that you were not there when child was growing and everything. How do you really, really love another person's child like it's yours? Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay, looks like we lost that call. The number to call to give Ada your advice this evening is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. If you'd like to see what we look like, you can go to our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube page at WFM 917. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at WFM 917 to be a part of the conversation this evening and also see what we look like. Okay, so that's the story of Ada this evening, and she's asking for our advice. How do you think she can love this child like her own? Because it might not be easy knowing that this child is not yours, but she loves her husband, not her husband yet, but she loves the person she's dating, and she wants to spend the rest of her life with him. And she is aware that if you want to love a man, you have to love his child. You have to love his child as well, because the child is like the gateway to his heart. And it's not just even because of that. She just genuinely wants to take care of this child because it's her husband to be's child. And she's asking, how do you think a person can love another child like their own? And now that she knows that he kept this a secret from her for a long time, she's scared. What if he's keeping other things a secret from me and he's deciding not to tell me about it? How can she move forward from this, knowing fully well that he might still be hiding some things from her? And how do you think she can love this child like her own child? The number to call to give Ada your advice is 07000 917 917. Ada is listening to the show right now, and she'd like to hear what you have to say. If Ada was your sister, if she was your friend, if she was your neighbor or your cousin or your auntie, what would you advise for her? What would be your advice for her to do? She needs to know. She genuinely wants to know what you think she can do to help her move forward in a relationship. The number is 07000 917 917. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yes. My name is Felicia. I'm calling from Bijo.
Felicia from Ogijo. You're welcome, Felicia. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. What I would talk about to that lady, the advice that I want to give to her is that she should be calm.
Okay.
And the more the man is so loyal and the man is taking good care of her, she should find a way to please the lady. She can tell the man to bring the lady to her so that they'll be taking good care of the girl together.
Okay, that's true.
So because if you want to marry a man now, you can't describe his child.
His child, yes.
So the man will not find it funny. So you have to take care of the child. Did you have the head of the child? Is he an adult or what?
No, the child is about I'll need to confirm from her, but it's not. It's she's a young. It's a
Okay.
young child. Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So if the young child, she will have to taking good care of the girl
Mm.
so that at least she will find favor from her husband that the relationship will be a peace. There won't be
Yes.
chaos in their relationship. So that's
Yes.
the little advice I can give to her.
Mm. Thank you so much, Felusha. Thank you so much for your advice. That really means a lot to our dad this evening. Thank you so much for calling to give your advice to our dad. Please, Ada, let me know the exact age of the young girl so we can also let everybody know. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
1-7, breaking the culture of silence. The MTN Mega Video Promo is finally here from Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big to join. Just dial star 900 hash on your MTN line. Then every recharge of 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 24th of September. Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
She's nine. One call.
Get ready for the ninth edition of the Voice of Women Conference and Awards, Vow 2025. Theme, Renaissance Men Solidarity and Grassroots Women's Influence for Freedom, Leadership and Government. Mark your Vow 2025 calendar for Thursday, 2nd October 2025 at 9 a.m. at the NAP Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. Vow 2025 is a national conversation and solidarity for men and grassroots women working together for a national transformation to empower more women in governance. To register, visit Voice of Women NG. Vow 2025 is brought to you by the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation and Women Radio WFM 91.7. I'm so happy. Oh, you mean you're Sadiq? RHAPSODIC. There you go again. Always using big words. Well, this is Squid. SESQUIP. Squeak. Are you casting spells? We're just getting ready for MTN's Boss Ceremony. Enjoy to become MTN CEO for our whole day and win from a prize pool of over 40 million naira, ranging from laptops to smartphones, educational grants, MTN Airpods goodie bags, and more. Register now at airpods.mtn.ng. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, what are we doing today? Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now! Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917. See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them. Because only then can we move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that, my peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time. Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak. Babe, I am so sorry. I know I was wrong. I promise I will never do it again. Don't let low airtime block your romance. Buy a new MTN SIM to enjoy 2,400 naira in airtime for 2 months, and with MTN Betaji, you get 3 minutes extra for every 6 minutes call you pay. MTN Betaji is also available to all existing customers. To join, simply dial star 123 star 2 star 1 hash or text PG to 312. T's and C's apply. MTN. What are we doing today? What are the consequences of corruption on the woman? Silence. Silence through diverse forms. Education, healthcare, laws and policies fostering unfavorable conditions to the woman at all levels. The woman agenda breaking that silence, demanding accountability, transparency and good governance. The woman agenda is deliberate and calculated in amplifying the voice of women. The woman agenda. You never sounded so cool.
You're welcome back. This is still Women Radio 91.7, and today we're giving advice to Ada on adult conversations. Ada is a 30-year-old fashion designer in Lagos, and she says she's been dating this man for a year now, and he has been amazing. But she recently found out that he has a child from his previous relationship, and he never mentioned that to Ada. And now she's asking, how do I love this child like my own? And knowing that he didn't even he hid something like this from me, how do we move on? Okay, how do we move on from that and just be happy again, because I'm finding it difficult to trust him, because I don't know what other thing that he's hiding from me. The number to call to give Ada your advice this evening is 07000 Hello, good evening. Okay, looks like we lost that call. The number one more time is 07000 So she responded that the daughter is 9 years old. The girl is 9 years, and the man gave birth to her from his last relationship, that's his past relationship. Hello, good evening. Okay, we lost that call. The number one more time is 07000 to be a part of adult conversation this evening. She's listening, and she'd like to hear what we have to say this evening to the conversation. Feels so sleepy now. Oh. All right, you're welcome back. Apologies for the break. This is Women Radio 91.7, and currently you're listening to Adult Conversations. Today, we're giving advice to Ada. Ada is a 30-year-old young lady, a fashion designer in Lagos, and she says she has been dating this man for a year now. Very kind, very loving, very amazing, sweet guy, very awesome person. But she recently found out that he had a child from his past relationship, and he never mentioned it. He never said a word about it until our dad discovered by herself. Hello, good evening. Okay, we lost that call again. Okay, so until Ada discovered by herself, that was when she knew that this guy had, a child before. He didn't mention it to her, and she feels heartbroken about that because she's not wondering what other thing are you hiding from me. If you are hiding something as huge as this, else are you hiding from me? And apart from that, she feels like she really, really wants to love this child, but she doesn't know how. So, how do you think she can love this child like her own and also move forward in a relationship despite the fact that a boyfriend just broke a trust? Hello, good evening. Okay, I think something is wrong somewhere with the network, but it's not letting the calls stay. But nonetheless, you can still call me on 07000 917 917. You can also call on 9155 917 917. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah, great. So, my thing the challenge is with MTN. It's my
Okay.
calling with just this, but with close.
Oh, okay. I thought as much. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so what am I actually calling from India?
You're welcome today.
Yeah. So, first I will ask whether
Mm,
maybe that she has it and he liked, or she just discovered, and when she discovered it, she confronted him with
mm,
just
mm.
he lied again. Because this is just 1 year.
Yes, it's just
One
1 year.
year in a relationship is like that.
Mhm.
So you guys are just that.
Yeah.
So if you had asked, problem. You
Okay.
didn't ask. So for me, guys, we guys, you know go talk to yes.
Mm.
So I use my opportune. Okay, so God bless me very early,
Yes.
and God bless me with grace. So He gave me early and He gave me grace.
Mm.
So as we sit there, I already own my own house, right?
Wow.
So and I also own a property in Abuja.
Mm.
When I got married to my wife, I get disclosed to her because for me it was not.
Okay.
The 2 years into marriage, my sister also moved to the property in Abuja.
Mm.
They had challenges with this business and you just go down to Abuja, take over the property, keep that you guys there, you don't have issues with rent.
Yes.
Now, the Abuja will do it within water is not coming in. And
Mm.
okay, let's just think about what it. So I just showed my wife, oh, my property in Abuja, I'm trying to think about my sisters and everything. And the next thing she was like, I mean, it was for her friend that I got to know. She was like, you guys don't have a house in Abuja, I need to. And for me, it wasn't really considered as anything serious.
Mm.
So you didn't ask me. That's no reason to start saying what you asked me. But
Mm.
if I was no law.
Mm.
So if you didn't ask, and so why would you do yourself to the guy? Unless if you had asked and he said no,
Mm. She
and
didn't
then you
ask.
discover that there is something.
Yes.
So if you have not asked, so what I would just advise is this period that I'm sure they call it talking to them, so they call it
Mm.
that you guys are saying butterfly sorry. Forget that butterfly. If you really want to be in the job with this person, this is when you need to ask for the right question.
Yes.
You need to know ask what is the church belief.
Mm.
And because I know I have a friend of mine, he told me his church will not allow him marry someone outside his church.
Wow.
So when he was dating one lady, yeah, absolutely. For your church, he said no. I said, so why would you not that?
Mm.
You know, the man, no worry. He said, that is it. Only for the church, then he cannot marry her. And they left the girl.
Oh.
life because and you know this from context. So all these questions is what she would have to ask and ask what is the right question. Ask forget what those shawarma ask questions. If you ask questions like the guy you don't have the right legal grounds to not complete it. But he didn't ask them anything, he didn't say anything. He said that.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. Thank you so much, Dee, for calling this evening to share your advice with Ada. He mentioned that if you never asked him, so there was no basis for him to have told about it because you did not ask. And I know you didn't ask because you did not know that he might have. I mean, I don't think it's something random that you just want to ask somebody you're dating, right? But at the same time, what he said about you asking the right questions is also very, very important. Now that you realize, okay, now he has a child, it's time to start to ask him more deeper questions, more important questions beyond how are you, have you eaten, did you sleep well. It's time to start to ask important questions, things that actually matter, that would matter in the future and in the overall, life in general. It's time to start to ask important questions. So yes, I think that's very, very important. That's something you should do right now while you can. And something that Felicia mentioned when she called earlier was that you need to calm down and you need to learn to take care of this child. One way to love a child is to take care of the child. The more you take care of the child, be in the child's space, get to know the child, the more you will love this child, and gradually you start to see the child like Ada is a 30-year-old fashion designer in Lagos, and she says she has been dating this man for a year now, and it has been amazing. It has been good, awesome, and everything has been going well till she found out that he had a child in his previous relationship, and he never mentioned a thing to her. Now he says that the reason why he did not tell her was because he was scared that she might leave. And she's wondering, what else is this man hiding from me? Now that you didn't tell me you had a whole child, a whole child. What else do I know that you're hiding? What else are you keeping from me? But our main concern, our major concern is that she wants to know how she can love this child because she's interested in getting married to this man. She wants to spend the rest of her life with this man, and she knows she needs to love his child as well. And Ada is asking, how can I love this child like my own? And she's also asking that how do I move forward in my relationship from this point? The number to call is 07000 917. 07000 You can also call 09155 917 917. 09155 917 917. You can send me a WhatsApp message on 08155 917 917. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Ken. How was your day today? You're welcome. Mm, that's true. 9. Yes. Yes. Mm,
That is with the help of the man, feeling guilty that you are doing.
yes. Mm, yes. Hmm. Thank you, Ken. Thank you so much for calling to give your advice this evening to Ada. Ken is saying, open your heart. If you don't open your heart, you can't love someone. So you need to learn to open your heart to let this child in. And of course, the child is not your problem in this situation. It's more about you and the father to have a conversation around it and talk about it. How are we doing, moving forward? Hello, good evening. Okay, we lost that call. The number to call to give Ada your advice this evening is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. Ada is a 30-year-old fashion designer. Hello, good evening. Good evening. You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Chioma. Chioma from Akuti. You're welcome, Chioma. Good evening.
I would like to just take advice.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chioma, for calling this evening to give your advice to Ada. Just like Chioma said, be calm, and you don't need to rush, you don't need to be under pressure. Just be calm and take care of this child. Hello, good evening. Hello? Okay, we lost that call again. 07000 Ada is a 30-year-old fashion designer in Lagos, and she says she has been dating this man for a year now, and it has been a fantastic journey through the years. And she says she recently found out that he has a child from his previous relationship, and he never mentioned to her, not even once. He never said anything about it. Now she's wondering, what else is this man hiding from me? What else does he what does he did he do that he has not told me about? But she's also very concerned about the fact how she would love this child. She's concerned about how she's going to love this child like her own, and also how she'll move forward, knowing to the well that this man has lost her trust. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Good evening. You're welcome.
hello, my name is
You're welcome.
concerning Ada issue. Today, Ada is working in a restaurant.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's another that when you buy something, let's get up and
That's true.
you have nothing to do with that. Your Ada is not listening to nobody is going to get into one.
Mm-hmm.
So, what Ada is thinking of, discover that the guy is not something like that. Because when you is a runner of money, the runner of spirit is down and
Yes. Hmm. 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 Yes. Mm. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling, Stephen, this evening and for sharing your advice with Ada. Just like he said, he did that. He probably did that to protect the relationship. He didn't want it to end, so he had to protect it at all cost. Hello, good evening. Good evening. You're welcome. Favor from Ikorodu. You're welcome, Favor. How are you today? Okay. Have endurance. Okay. Would you like to say any other thing? All right. Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much, Favor, for calling this evening to give your advice to Ada. Just like Favor's mentioned, you need to have endurance. There's a need for you to endure in this situation. It's not something you do with force and be like, I don't want to see the child. I don't want to have anything to do with her. You need to endure certain things and also be very calm about it. Also, the 917 917. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Hmm. Okay, I don't think I can hear clearly over there. The number to call is 07000 917. Ada is asking, how do I love this man? How do I love this child that my husband to be had with his ex. How do I find genuine love for this child? How do I really, really learn to love this child like my own? And knowing fully well that this man never told me before that he had a child anywhere, how do you think I can move on from that? Because I feel betrayed, I feel hurt, I feel terrible because it felt like he doesn't trust me with certain information, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. How do I move forward from that? And how do I learn to take care of this child like my own? That's what Ada is asking us this evening. A 30-year-old fashion designer in Lagos has been dating a boyfriend for the past 1 year, and it has been a blissful experience, awesome experience dating the man that she loves. But recently, she found out that this man has a child with his ex, and he never for once mentioned to Ada. She had no idea. Good evening. Hello. Okay, looks like I lost that call again. The number is 07000 to be a part of the conversation this evening and also to give Ada your advice. Some of the advice that we've gotten for Ada is for her to be calm and also for her to take care of the child. By taking care of the child, you learn to love the child. The more you stay around the child, the more you speak to the child, the more you learn to love the child. The more you stay with the child, the more you take care of the child, the more you learn to love the child. So, and of course, it's a gradual process. You're not just going to love her automatically just because she is your boyfriend's daughter. You would learn on the job how to love genuinely, not fake love now, sincerely, genuinely love the girl. You will learn on the job, and it's something you that will take time. It might take time, but don't be discouraged about that. So just be calm and also take care of the child like she's yours, and also don't be angry that he did not tell you. That was from Chidi. Don't be angry that he didn't tell you. You didn't ask him. And that's why he didn't tell you. That's why he didn't mention. Even though I still feel like there should be some level of transparency, especially when it comes to things like this. This is something that can influence their future. Their future, because this is a whole human being that he has as a child, and I think it's just right that you let the person is dating now know about it. All right, so don't be upset with him, don't be angry. Just like he said, his reason was that he was scared that you were going to leave him if he tells you that he has a child, and thankfully you're planning to leave him. So yes, I guess that's okay as well. So don't be afraid, and also don't be upset with him for doing that. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations. This one, I'm so tired. Tama. I want to sleep because I really want to sleep very, very tired. I don't eat. Rice, beans, yeah. Okay, bunny. Because our introduction is in November. Yeah, in case you didn't know, our introduction is in November,
And when popcorn are popping, it comes like popping. Pop, 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 pop. Then you have pop, 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 pop. God's people are popping. Oh, they're popping. From America, they're popping. From Barbados, they're popping. From Canada, they're popping. From Dominica, they're popping. From England, they're popping. The black is popping. The white is popping. Pop, 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 pop.
Where I need you really do.
Here's a quick one, a message to everybody who wants to be popular, you want to be famous, you want to be a celebrity, an influencer, or even a head of industry in your space, but you are the face of the brand, you want to be out there. Listen to this. Every time you turn on that camera, lights the camera come on, you put microphone and you record content, push it out there. Every time you post that photograph, every time you gain one new follower, the chances photographs. Every time you gain one new follower, the chances of you getting unalived increases by that one follower, by that degree of exposure. This is a very harsh reality, and we don't get enough reminders about it. However, when the reminders come, they are always very painful. Yesterday, I logged onto the internet and I found out that Charlie Kirk has passed away. Now, how did he pass away? He passed away because he was out there and somebody who didn't like his politics or who didn't like him or what he used to say approached him and fatally. Now, here's the truth. You may not like certain aspects of him. You may not have liked what he stood for. You may not have appreciated some of the things that he said or some of the ways that he phrased his words. But he was a life. Forget about the celebrity status and everything. He was a life just as much as somebody like Mohbad was, and the people who were murdered in Benue, the person who was kidnapped and dumped without breath somewhere in Sha, Imo State. These are all lives, and to me, they are very equal. When a popular person's own gets snatched away like this, it's always a very popular reminder, not only about the reality of the world that we live in, but also about the dangers of standing for something. Because let me tell you, it doesn't matter what it is you stand for, even if it's ice cream that you sell, the anti-sugar crusaders will still get you. It just needs one person to be radical enough about what they are preaching to actually decide to take action against you. That is the reality of the world. A world where somebody may not like your joke or hates a character that you portrayed in a film or thinks that you are too conservative for their liking, that your words are too judgmental. A world where your life can be snatched from you simply because your views vary from theirs. That's the reality of the creator struggle. And by creator, I don't just mean content creator. It's the reality of everybody who will be out there preaching whatever. And so it's important to count the cost. Remember that when love for you begins to increase, so does hate and the despisement that one will grow as well. So before you set out, please count the cost and be sure that you are dogged enough and convinced enough about the things that you're saying to not mind going out for it if it comes to that. This man's passing for me is a reminder. Like when I look at the kind of life that he lived and the conviction that he used to see some of the things that he said and his doggedness, I want to believe that he would not have had it another way. And that may be an Freedom and flexibility of multi-city booking. A game changer in international travel. You can fly Abuja to London and return to Lagos. You can fly Enugu to London via Lagos and return to Port Harcourt via Abuja. Whatever your city, Airpeace connects you to London and back your way.
Last week was a week that changed my life. And, in a world where everything is
It's 9 o'clock, and here is the news at 9 on Women Radio 91.7. Nigeria's two-time minister, Dr. Obiageli Ezekwesili, has charged the Senate to recall Senator Natasha Potodoagan without delay, stating that its stance effectively denies her constituents their right to representation for nearly an entire legislative session. 10 children have died following an outbreak of diphtheria in Agai and Bida local councils of Niger State. The Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Tertiary Healthcare, Dr. Muhammad Ghana, has reassured the public that the situation was already being brought under control and urged parents to submit their children for vaccination in the affected areas. A female rights advocacy organization has expressed concerns of rising femicide rates in Nigeria, urging stronger legislation, stricter punishment, and better support systems to protect women and girls from gender-based killings. Today marks 6 months and 6 days since Senator Natasha Akpotso-Adogan was handed a 6-month suspension from the Nigerian Senate for gross misconduct following raised allegations of sexual harassment. Today, Nigeria's naira exchange is at 1,500 naira to a dollar, 1,758 naira to a euro, and 2,034 naira to a pound. The Spanish government has approved a draft of the country's new anti-smoking law to curb young people's access to tobacco and boost public health. The law seeks to prohibit shops from selling tobacco products to minors and impose penalties on parents if their wards are caught smoking. In sports, Ibadan will host the Nigerian under-20 women's national football team, the Falconets, when they face Rwanda in the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifying match on September 27, 2025 at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Damasiga, Ibadan. Women Radio 91.7 urged the public and stakeholders to support the passage of the Special Seats Bill, calling on collective action to ensure increased women representation in the National Assembly and State Houses of Assembly. Today marks 11 years and 144 days since Chibok girls were captured, and 7 years and 198 days since the abduction of Leah Sharibu, the Dapchi girl. Women Radio 91.7 calls for the safe release of all our girls still in captivity. Women Radio 91.7 demands justice from the government for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. If you have been sexually abused, please contact a sexual assault referral center near you. My name is Vinfolua Akirami. Thanks for listening. Good evening.
Nigeria's first female-centric radio station for women and families. WFM 91.7.
Hello, be wafa. Oh wow. Have you got to know? Huh? Okay. So that's why I'm coming. Yeah. Good. And what? And what? No, okay. That's good. Hold on. Are you okay? Are you fine? You know, if I doing something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So shall I be easy? Yeah. Good. It's a girl.
If God say that you love boy or girl,
Mm.
you said you try. But the reason is that, by the time you know her, like, everybody said that you have seen a lot of questions about where is mom, this and that.
Yes.
That one boy is paparazzi, you need to go. Sometimes if the mother of that boy is not that, I be the mind that the boy is going higher, the woman will be coming, demanding his laws, and then most of the children nowadays now, by the time you are releasing her, maybe your hand now, it's open higher now, you will see different behavior, where you reacting, and then answer another problem again. To know that boy, when you will not that boy or get 100% alive. The only thing is that, live out your own way, let Almighty God touch your heart and then change your heart. I noticed something in this class. When I wanted to decide my class, I don't base it on maybe pastor or human anything.
Yes.
When I decide, I decide. This one is a bit I decide. Let you, I hate you, I hate you. That's people. No matter anything you do, that's what you are doing. Or everything in my mind. And when you do something, I will tell you, let's do it. Now I'm telling you that another thing is when you are working, when you are married, you accept for the way you forgive it. Another problem. But this boy or this girl is going higher, another problem is coming.
Yes.
If you can fix this thing, you are winning her. This one I like you at that. Like this one at that problem. Like this one at that from the movie. I got to do my problem people very beautiful. All the people that love at that. The people, it's not because of maybe I want to cheat the better, I want to manage it better. Before that's one of the things I wanted to give you. I love at that lady. So this lovely, caring, beautiful, all the way fight. The fire, all my God will take care anywhere they need to come on now. For now, please take it easy. See this guy that, and then you are saying something. My boyfriend, the name of mine, I love you. Please don't have anything. If you have anything, I think that let me
Yes.
take it easy. Because what I know about Saka people is that they are looking caring people, but they don't like shit. And they most of them I know, they have to behave like you. They are the soft and they not love caring people. I know you, I respect other people. I love them, I know them. That see, don't hide anything for me. Let us take it this matter once I'm ready for you. Don't hide anything. And then think when you are training these children and this body, baby, and the Almighty God will give you wisdom to handle these things. And then if my wife gives me this program tonight, and the dream is very Aja, when it is about Aja, it will order. And then when it is supposed to Aja,
Yes.
so thank God that you have already seen your husband finish. That's why you need to answer, tell me all the dirty wrongs you do. Because by the time this thing come out, I see my behavior, Almighty God will judge you. And then he will tell you on this thing, you are saying, no problem anymore. See, Almighty God tell you, you know, the way you are treated with, not only you are for the lady that is promoting where you don't know, I don't know, I'm just money.
Yeah.
And then this kind of program, so when people bring this kind of program, it's good for you to record it. There's a lot of intelligent people, a lot of people that are calling from Cairo Corner. In fact, sometimes these people can talk. If you find out another thing you mind, you can play the game.
Yes.
You know something, you can play the game. Maybe you play the game, you give them something, just play the game. No, but I don't do this thing. Maybe our sorry can, children perform, so they're very well. So I did my job, I know I'm working, and I just let me record it, maybe somebody else is, and then you will see the show.
Yes.
I don't mind if you keep someone understanding. Perfect something. It's good to know your husband. It's good to test ourselves. That it's good that you know him now before you enter the marriage. And that one is very difficult. Let me arrest you to call you. So far you have good and I love other people. I love you. Far you want to come and I don't want to come to her again. If I only Nigeria, if another word I wanted to come. When I wanted to come again, I wanted to marry. I'm tired of my husband language. I want to marry. That you are, I wanted to keep my church thinking everything. I wanted to be our own program. I'm tired of what they are thinking. I'm tired of it. I wanted to marry another tribe and this world. When a Nigerian is when I'm saying it to Almighty God, I don't want to come to that. No. My God, I can't come.
Thank you, Cindy. Yes.
If anything, if you're doing the same thing, if you're doing the class, you better run the group.
That's true.
because the women go down line, okay, car, that's what we are buying. That see, for me, the woman go, I can never see that one. I wanted to enjoy. So I did go to please, I still go to please. I'm comfortable. God, see, I don't pretend. God, see, that's me for you. I'm not someone that come on the government. It's talking like that. People that it's the crazy that mommy might go for you. Tell you who I am. God, see, tell you who I am. People that know me, that do people that do, I'll do it. Nothing will happen. I do. You want to go, go. That's all. Nothing you can do. Only God will judge you, not human being.
True.
I will tell you reality. That's all. And it's like with that, I will never monitor my wife. It's like with that, I don't monitor her. No, all my phone is not on. So you listen now. Just relax. And you want to talk? Like, relax. That's it. I don't pretend to. I don't talk. And other people, somebody will come and reveal and say, not me, not to you. And that, let me, and I said, people for time.
All right,
Now,
Cindy.
all my people will
Amen.
still monitor her phone. Don't ever do the way you have said. The person that gave you the information, and then stop monitoring. The only thing you give now is that let you confess that well, the family, confess, and it's that's all. But after that one, you see another thing, I don't give it thought and get back. The pretender. That my story is to see the way you are talking about that. Children and everything for free. When you have your children with this one to treat that like that, no matter any this going to have it in mind that feel like wonder, no, God is child, that it will change. We should look on it, but don't look at that one. Don't do that one for God and you're confident on your position. And you don't allow any family, any friend to give you bad advice to do that, for that. Is it that boy or girl?
To girl. Thank you, Cindy. Amen. Thank you so much, Cindy, for calling to give your advice this evening to Ada. We really appreciate your contribution. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Hugging, patting, or brushing against a woman is harassment. Respect boundaries. Respect women. This message is from Women Radio 91.7 FM.
Something big is coming with Better Play. Get ready to turn 500 naira into 200,000 naira daily jackpot. Yes, you heard right. 200k every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned because this is the game changer you've been waiting for. Coming to you on Women Radio 91.7. Are you ready to play and win big?
Something big has landed and is bringing never. Better pay, better chance. 200k is what is already inside your law. Better pay, better chance. 3 times daily, your dreams can come true. Oh yes, with just 500 naira, you get 200,000 naira every single day. Join the Better Pay Lottery and listen for your name live on radio at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 6 a.m. Better Pay, don't miss out. Go get your tickets right now. Buy your tickets at www.betterpay.ng or dial *347 *1 add 4 hash. For better chances, buy up to 20 tickets. Follow at Better Pay on Facebook and at Better Pay NG on Instagram for updates. It's your chance to win this money. Better Pay, better chance. You can be the next billionaire. Better Pay is open to players 18 years and above. Play responsibly. Get ready for the 9th edition of the Voice of Women Conference and Awards, Vows 2025. Theme, Creative Men Solidarity and Grassroots Women's Influence for Freedom, Leadership and Governance. Mark your Vows 2025 calendar for 1st and 2nd October 2025 at 9 a.m. at the NAP Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. Vows 2025 is a national conversation and solidarity for men and grassroots women working together for a national transformation to empower more women in governance. To register, visit voiceofwomen.ng. Vows 2025 is brought to you by the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation and Women Radio WFM 91.7. No harm, no harm. People's breakfast. We have to do something special for them. Yeah, so let's make this one Wait, reward your mom now with a treat to sanctify the 2025 Big Crowns Milk Mom of the Year competition. Write a note with each letter of name and subject with a picture of 16 or 2 pouches of 50 sachets on www.bigcrowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. Season apply. Big Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families. Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now! Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales at wfm917.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that, my peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a big breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach to your peak. My people, something big don't land, and I'm only when they go. Better play, better chance. 200K enter your hand. If you try your luck, oh, better play, better chance. And these times every day, can be all winner for radio. Yes, now, you just 500 naira, you could win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Not just the better play lottery now, and this is for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. Better play, outdoor yourself. Go get your ticket sharp, sharp. Buy am for www.examplate.ng or just dial *347*154#. You wan boost your chance? I reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get more direct updates. Now your phone is on this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky carrier. Only people wey don reach 18 years fit play. Responsibly.
Smart Minds with Kiki, where learning brings fun every Saturday. Tune in and learn a bunch. Hey Kiki, guess what? Smart Minds is here and it's a fun new show for kids like you and I. Let's go! Join Kiki on Smart Minds every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on Women Radio 91.7 for a fun time. Let's participate in brainy quizzes and learn about new things to improve the laughter. Let's connect.
You
I
come
want
back
to
in
do
it.
together. You will learn and grow together on Smart Minds. Follow me
I
on Instagram
love
at
it.
Smart Minds with Kiki for updates and amazing content. Smart Minds every Saturday
But on the
9:30
lights.
a.m. with Kiki on Women Radio 91.7. When Kiki gets a weekly dose of fun time on Women Radio 91.7. Don't miss it.
WFM 91.7.
Come on now. City mama. You can find it. Got to choose, gotta choose. You're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still Adult Conversations on Young Women Radio 91.7. Today's story is centered on Ada. Ada is 30 and she's a fashion designer in Lagos. She said that she's been dating a man for a year now, very awesome man, and they've been having a wonderful relationship. But she recently found out that he had a child in his from his previous relationship, and he never mentioned it to her throughout the 1 year that they were together for. And when she asked him, he says that he was scared, and that's why he didn't mention anything to her because he didn't know if she might leave him. And now she's wondering what else is this man hiding from me? I really want to know what else is hiding from me because, like, I don't think I trust him anymore like I used to. And also, she's asking, how do I love this child like I would my own? How would I truly, truly love this child and take good care of this child like this child belongs to me? Some of the advice that we've gotten for Ada this evening, Francis and Tunde mentioned earlier that you need to ask what caused the breakup, what happened that caused the breakup with the mother of the child and yourself. Why did they break up? If what happened that led to the breakup? How did you handle it? What happened in the relationship while they were in the relationship? These are things that you need to know, especially if they are things that can affect your own future. It's important that you really ask this question and let him know. Just like Tunde said, talk to him. Is there any other thing that you think I should know? You might think that it's not a lot, but it might be important. So please tell me if there's anything at all that you think I need to know that would help me become better, that would help our relationship move forward. Please tell me about it. I don't want to keep finding out from strangers. It's better if I hear it from you. And also, just like Tunde mentioned, you need to build a culture of transparency. Build a culture of transparency in the relationship and also ask yourself, is it continuous? Is this something he does all the time? Keeping things from me. If it happens again, then you know that then there's something wrong somewhere. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, mother. How are you, ma?
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Doing great.
You're welcome.
It's Mr. Roman calling from the UK.
You're welcome. So good to have you here.
Uh, what I have been foreseeing here,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the lady is saying that he loves that guy.
Yes.
What I feel like he truly loves that.
Yes.
If he found, if he she found that really she had the love for that guy,
Mm.
she go to marry that man.
Okay.
The man also love, the man also love that. You understand?
Yes.
Then if you, by the time it's actually in the man's house, you continue with the same love for that child.
Yes.
Because it's easier than these are things that it's easier said than done.
That's true.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know how some women is. I'm not saying every woman, some women, they can change anytime. You understand?
Yes.
If someone like mine, you really miss the man's house. You know, fully the house, you always DC. You understand?
Mm.
It's some circumstances you can change.
That's true.
So, let's say if she really, truly loves that guy, she should continue with it.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes.
Because you can only deceive man, you cannot deceive God.
That's true.
And if she truly loves that guy,
Mm.
she's going to benefit a lot in that family.
True. True.
Understand?
Mm. Mm.
The man just the man loves it, but he's scared that he might not be happy. He already had a child, so understand?
Mm. That's true.
So it's not that the man has lied. Eh?
Mm.
It's not a case of someone has lied. Looking at that, he lied now. If the man now, so and that you don't marry that kind of man.
Mm.
But one of the traits of a marriage is lying. Understand?
That's true. Yes.
So if you want a man life, a man doesn't say the truth. A man is violent. You understand? Anger.
Mm.
These are bad traits. These are the things a woman should look out on a man. The right man.
Okay.
Don't forget uh, my initial statement that he loves that guy.
Yes.
They should love that guy to the end. Understand?
Yes. Yes. Mm.
So if they actually come together at the end of the day, to continue to love that child,
Yes.
they are innocent.
Mm-hmm.
They are innocent. They don't have grudges. You
Mm.
understand?
That's true.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling to give your advice this evening to Ada. We really appreciate your contribution. Because of time, let's go to read some of the messages we have on our WhatsApp platform. This one says, from my point of view, I thought he loved you and he didn't want to lose you. Please forgive him and continue your relationship. God will be your support and guide you all the way through. That's from Yahaya from Ekweda. Thank you so much. This one says, I also believe he was scared of losing you. Please forgive him. Ask if there is any other thing that he is hiding. Make sure that the both of you are open to each other so as to give room for trust. Pico. That's from Tigal from Fagua. Thank you so much, Tigal. This one says there that you obviously do not know that most lovers in this part of the world hardly reveal everything to the person that they love and want to marry. That's what you're experiencing. Too bad for an innocent soul like you. Yes, your man loves you dearly, that he couldn't mutter the liver to tell you about his child because he felt you would leave him if you knew about it. If you love this guy, I beg, pardon him. Pardon his innocence for the child and from his previous relationship and marry him. It's not a big deal. Please love this child as your own. You never know if the child would be your destiny helper. I've seen a situation where a woman's stepchild did marvelous things in her life beyond the expectation of everybody. Let us know when your wedding bells ring. Good luck. That's from Iwemeka Fidelis from Songwater. Thank you so much for that advice. All right, those are the messages we got from our WhatsApp platform this evening on adult conversations, giving their final advice to Ada this evening. A big thank you to every single person who called today on behalf of Ada. I'm saying a big thank you. All right, a big thank you to Folusha, to Chidi, to Ken, Chioma, Stephen, Faithor, Esther, Matthew, Francis, Tunde, and Ermosele for calling this evening to give the advice to Ada. We say a big thank you and we do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for joining me today to and for helping other people as well who might be in similar situations to find clarity, guidance, and help. Join me next week Monday by 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7 for another enlightening and life-changing session on adult conversations. A big thank you to all the engineers on duty for staying standby for its smooth transmission. My name is Funua Kiremi, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back very, very soon for Ask Nimi. Nimi is Women Radio Virtual Assistant, and she's going to be here to answer all the questions that you might have. Till then, stay awesome, stay blessed, but don't go anywhere. Bye, bye, anything you do, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it. This is everything you do, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it, and I gotta do it. I got to get down, gotta you wake up to the last song. Then I see you, my sister. Oh, God, everything I do, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it, and I gotta do it, Lord. Everything I do, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it, and I gotta
Women Radio 91.7, amplifying women's voices every hour, every day.